The rivalry between the United States and Jamaica has been extremely high since the emergence of Usain Bolt, the triple world record holder for the 100, 200 and 4x100 meter disciplines. But before Usain Bolt rose to the top of male sprinting, the United States has always enjoyed the freedom of almost winning at will, with Tyson Gay and Justin Gatlin, the two main frontmen, just blazing up the track. Little did they know that after Bolt was placed second behind Tyson Gay in the 2007 World Championships 200 meter final, it was going to be a decade-long reign for him in both the 100 and 200 meters. At the World Relays in Nassau, Bahamas, Usain Bolt, along with his teammates of Nesta Carter, Kemar Bailey-Cole, and Nikhil Ashmead, was lined up against the United States team of Justin Gatlin, Ryan Bailey, Mike Rogers, and Tyson Gay. But what happened in that race was very humiliating for Jamaica. Tyson Gay and Justin Gatlin ran two superb legs to give the United States ankle leg runner Ryan Bailey a solid lead over Usain Bolt, and there was no way Bolt was going to come back from that. It was the first time Jamaica was losing the 4x100 meters since 2008, and one of the main reasons for this loss was that Usain Bolt and his Jamaican teammates were unfit, especially Bolt, since he suffered from recurrent injuries that season and was not able to compete as much. But there was no stopping the US as they clocked the 7th fastest time in history when they recorded 37.38 seconds to win that race. The US executed their baton changes perfectly without making a single error, which is usually their greatest weakness, and ended up way ahead of the Jamaicans. But apart from beating the mighty Jamaicans, something happened at the end of that race that Bolt and the Jamaicans took quite personally. Ryan Bailey of the United States team, in the excitement of finishing ahead of Usain Bolt, he made a mocking gesture and it was taken quite personal, and his team was going to pay dearly for it. Bailey mimicked Bolt's signature pose but with a knife to the throat gesture instead, and it did not go unnoticed. Shortly after that, preparations for the World Championships started and Bolt was planning his revenge, but truth be told, things weren't looking as good for Bolt because he just was in a terrible shape in spite of everything. On the other hand, his troubles were doubled because Justin Gatlin, his main rival, was just eating up the track, winning races all over the place and running some of his best times. In fact, Gatlin was the fastest in the world going into the 2015 World Championships 100 meter final, while Bolt was barely breaking 10 seconds. If Gatlin was going to beat Bolt, this was his perfect chance, but unfortunately that was easier said than done. Bolt, who was known for his big performances come the biggest moments, didn't fail. He needed to get retribution for the 4x100 meters, but first he had to get Justin Gatlin out of the way. The 100 meter final came and Bolt did the unthinkable. He edged out Justin Gatlin with his fastest race of the season, 9.79 seconds, but quite the contrary for Justin Gatlin, who clocked his slowest time of the season of 9.80 seconds. The 200 meters ended in the same fashion, with Bolt finishing in 19.55 seconds for first and Gatlin followed behind with 19.74 seconds. Bolt's first mission was completed, so on to the next. Team Jamaica was up against the United States again, but this time in the 4x100 meters with a better team than in the World Relays in previous weeks. Usain Bolt, Asafa Powell, Nesta Carter, and Nikhil Ashmead were up against Trayvon Bromell, Justin Gatlin, and Tyson Gay. This time, after about 3 great baton changes, the United States messed up totally with the final one when they handed over outside of the changeover zone and were disqualified. Usain Bolt and his teammates clocked a sizzling 37.36, the fastest time for the entire season. Come at the hour, come at the man. Usain Bolt and his teammates responded coldly to Ryan Bailey's gesture and blew away the United States in fine fashion.